All right. So in the past, I've stated that when it comes down to things like shots, steals, turnovers, blocks, um, rebounds, things of that nature. I think I already said fouls. But when it comes down to things of that nature, 2K dictates when it's going to be allowed to happen. So even though you may time something perfectly and everything, you may be doing everything perfectly on your end. Whereas if you had done that same thing in real life, it would have worked out for you. But in 2K, it doesn't because the game is dictating when things does and does not happen, right? You're not just getting, you're not getting what you're supposed to get just because you did the right thing or just because you made the right play or because you see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really work that way with 2K. Not all the time. A lot of times it's going to be a toss up between whether or not the algorithm wants you to have it or want that to fall through and how well you played your position. Now right here, I come across Caldwell Pope, strip him of the ball. I think I'm averaging like six steals with a low steal attribute, but I'm still averaging a good amount of steals for that because I know how to time it. I know how to position myself to cut the ball off a lot of times. A lot of people don't really know the mechanics of that. So I come across, boom, I time it right, script the ball out of his hand, my arm goes through it. So that's a script, and he got his back turned on it, and I'm looking at it. So, in real life, what happens right here? You see that? I'm looking at it. He's falling that way. There's in real life, there's almost no way that he gets this ball. Really, there isn't. Right? There's no way. Now the ball is in front of me. He's all the way over here, crouched down. And now once he finally comes, to his senses, I'm reaching the wrong direction for the ball. Now this is the game interfering and forcing my man to do something that he's not supposed to be doing, but aiding the computer in doing exactly what they need to do because I cannot control where he's going to bend down to get the ball. See what I'm saying? We don't control those types of mechanics. We just have to be there. We just have to be present to get it once we strip it. So now he's reaching the wrong way and he's supposed to bend. He's supposed to already have the ball right now and be taking off down the court, but the game has him stuck in the funky ass animation where he's going the wrong way. So now once he finally comes to it, you're going to see that even then, I still get to the ball and touch it before he does. So I can fix this camera a little bit. Yeah, so I still get down there and get to the ball even before he does even steal. Look at this right here. Right? He ain't even touching it yet. This is all me. Right? This is my ball. My hand, no homo, is inside the ball. Right? This is all me. It's supposed to, you know how 2K magnetizes the ball into your possession once you get close enough to it or your hands reach out to it? But they're not doing that for me, right? They're not doing that for me, but guess who they do it for? They do it for him, and he didn't even touch it, right? It magnetizes, it suctions, right? It suction cups right into his hand, right? When this was supposed to have been a steal for me. I stripped it, I was in a better position, everything was right. But now here's the part where the game kicks in, the algorithm kicks in, and it dictates who's going to be allowed to get what, who's going to be allowed to do what, when, and where, and how. See, these are the types of games that 2K plays where it lessens the quality of gameplay because they're not allowing things to flow out the way that they're actually supposed to in a real game situation. In a real game time situation, a lot of what you just saw happen right here, he's not looking at the ball because he's looking at it. You see you zoom in, you see his eye focused on it, but where is he reaching? Why is he reaching the opposite direction? It doesn't make any sense to do that. But 2K is a part of how they have the algorithm wired for your man to do things that does not make any sense in certain moments where it's not supposed to be beneficial for you. So they're throwing you off in order to aid who you're playing against. Right? So this is supposed to have been an easy steal, but clearly I didn't get it. For not because I didn't do my job, but just because the 2K's algorithm, like I always stated, is intervening. So it dictates when you're allowed to get that rebound. Even though you may be in the right position, you may have jumped at the right time, but then somebody else gets it over you because the game is not allowing you to jump how you're supposed to, or it magnetizes it to their hand instead of yours. Right? You may be chasing down a loose ball. You may beat someone to it, but they get it before you. You may have jumped on time to get a block. Your attributes may be up. Your hand might just go through the ball. I've shown clips of my hand literally breaking out of position, like bending, like it broke, so that my man would not block the shot, because 2K is working in the background with the algorithm and is manipulating the flow of the game rather than just allowing things to play out according to how you're actually playing and what the user deserves. Right? You have good defense. Sometimes you're not going to be allowed to play it because the game is saying, no, you can't stop him right now. He's going to score. Why? Because we said so. Anyway, peace.